You in this battle, man, I'll soon be dead. I'll glue your face to my dick so I can fuck with your head. I got metaphors coming through my pores. You probably never been in a battle before, so I hope you realize your mistake. There ain't no party, got some candles, this will be a piece of cake.
In 5, 4, 3, 2. Folks, welcome to the Before Hours podcast, an internet radio phenomenon hosted by an occasional morning person. I ask the most interesting people I know about their sleep, their routine, life, love, stress, setbacks, and whatever else comes to mind. If you guys want to write to us, you could slide into my DMs on Instagram, Bobby Sheehan LOL, or you could email us, the Before Hours podcast at gmail.com. Tell us about your morning routine or tell me who you want on the podcast. But for now, comedian, good friend, and I'm going to go ahead and say it, a good man, Brandon Sagalow.
Wow. Thanks for having me.
How you doing, dude?
I didn't know what you were going to say for that third one. There you go. And I'm just going to say it. I was like, what is he going to say? That actually scared me.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know what you were going to say. I was like, and I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Like,
And you're sitting there with skeletons in your closet going, oh no.
that
what
really
does
is
he
what it
know?
is. I forgot somebody has this joke where they were like, man, they're talking about people who are like, I can't smoke weed because then I get really paranoid and anxious. And it's like, well, what the fuck did you do in your life that is making you, that's coming up? What demons are coming up every time you smoke weed?
Mhm.
So yeah, I got a lot of demons, bro.
Several demons?
Nothing like illegal. Or
Nothing
anything,
illegal.
I think, but
Just cringe moments. Like we were talking off mic that I danced for a woman, not for a woman. I mean, it wasn't like,
you went out dancing.
we went out okay. I did not know we were going out dancing. So I went on a date with this girl and the first date, coffee date, low stakes. She wanted it to take it slow. Most women want to take it slow with me. Anyway,
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. I think I give off husband material.
You don't
vibes.
think you give like casual hookup vibes?
No. Well, I know I don't because I've experienced the dating apps in two forms. One,
Okay.
just looking for something casual. And
Did you put that in your bio?
I put that in my bio, and I actually did get a lot of messages from men, and I'm a straight man, and cross dressers, which is a type of woman now, but not something I'm interested in. You know,
Is it cross dressing or is it like trans?
that's what's very interesting to me is that sometimes it'll be like, oh, I'm trans, but I'm
surgery.
new to being trans, or they don't say I'm new to being trans, but I could tell.
Right.
And then
yeah.
I can tell they're in their first year, so to speak.
Totally.
But
They're still green.
yeah. But then there's this other category where they're like, yeah, I'm a cross dresser. And I don't even know how that's different or what that means.
I guess cross dressing is like what serial killers do in movies. They're just guys that put on dresses and walk around and pretend that they're moms or something.
Mm-hmm.
And whereas people who are transitioning is they're becoming their true selves, I guess.
Yeah.
But I guess you could say that for people that are cross dressing. I don't really know. And it's a mine that we're walking over here.
Yeah.
J.K. Rowling, even with all that, like however you feel about what she says or whatever, because I don't really know. I listened to that 7-hour podcast and I still didn't get if she's right or wrong. But even with all the controversy that she has with like anti-trans community or whatever, she then put out a book where the serial killer was a trans person, and you're like, ooh, man, you should have kept that on the shelf. You should have kept that on the shelf until this whole thing blew over.
That's honestly hilarious.
I know. I'm like, I just read about that. I was like, that's fucking hilarious.
That's wild. Yeah. Because like if she wrote a book where the protagonist is a trans person, I'd be like, okay.
Right.
But also that feels kind of on the nose too.
It seems like you're trying at that point.
Yeah. I don't know. I think my first book, only trans people. Every character is
like
trans.
a Smurf village.
Yeah.
Of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, you
and they're all blue in that they are prone to suicide.
You went out with this girl and she was looking for more.
Yeah. So she's like, hey, I have an idea for a second date. And I was like, sure. And she was like, I go to AA. And I was like, I knew something was wrong.
Right.
And she's like, so there's like a AA, I think it was around Christmas time. So it was like a Christmas AA party.
Okay.
And she's like, and I know you don't drink, 'cause I don't drink, but I also don't go to AA. So she was like, so come, we'll hang out for like a little while and then we'll do something else. And I was like, okay, perfect. And the whole time she was like, I know this is so cringy. And I was like, it's kind of silly, but whatever.
But what's cringy or silly about it? You guys are just hanging out at a party,
Hang out at a party.
with donuts and coffee.
It was I feel like she should have just leaned into this is what we're doing.
Right. She was feeling insecure about
Mhm.
bringing you to a vulnerable space such as AA.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm like, I'm going to bring you to an open mic. Like we're both bringing each other
which
to
is
sad
worse.
thing. Yeah. And with more
At
alcoholics.
least AA,
probably.
they're trying to make their life better.
Yeah. So anyway, I danced to what's the Whitney Houston song? I Need Somebody to Love. And
Is that it?
I want to feel the heat with somebody.
Oh yeah, somebody to love. Yeah,
Somebody to love. So we were dancing.
to love me.
And I watched her. Okay, I actually have two theories because the way she was looking at me, I was like, I feel like I'm not being seductive.
Well, how do you dance?
Kind of like this?
Do you really?
No, I don't know.
Do real dancing.
I'm not gonna dance for you, Brandon.
I just want to see. I want to see what she saw.
Can you sing Somebody to Love?
I don't want to.
See, all right. Well,
But I'm just trying to put my.
If you're not gonna sing, I'm not gonna dance.
all right. That's true. Okay, we're at a stalemate.
Guys, I dance exactly how you imagine I dance.
You dance like when a sim has to pee. You look like when a sim has to go to bed, and it needs you to tell them to do it. It's going like.
Spot on, dude. You know what it is? Because neither of us drink. Dancing is like, okay, we're both kind of getting a little loose. We both had a couple of shots. Our inhibitions are gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I could talk myself into pussy.
Right.
I can't dance myself into it. You know what I mean? I'm not a Latin man.
Well, and how was she dancing?
It's fine. I mean, she's just like a thin woman that just kind of does the Charlie Brown thing. But when you're a thin woman, you could do anything.
When you don't drink, dancing is like the worst fucking thing in the world.
Mhm.
It sucks. I dread going to weddings now.
Mhm.
I dread, going out to a party where people are dancing because it's not only like I just don't dance. I don't like dancing anymore. I loved it when I was drunk, especially when you're dancing with a girl, because when you're drunk, you could kind of like you guys both get into like that grind kind of thing.
Mhm.
But when you're sober, you're just like. Literally telling yourself, make eye contact, make eye contact. Is this too much eye contact? Look away, but don't seem to, whatever. So you're like constantly talking to yourself. And I like sitting down and I like watching other people dance. I like watching other people dance because part of me is like, look at these fucking idiots.
Yeah.
But then a part of me is like, oh, look, they're having fun. And this is my fun. But I hate that people that like to dance think that you're ruining their fun by not dancing.
Mhm.
I hate people that think that if you're not doing the thing that they think is fun, you're not fun.
Yeah.
Where you just want to go, this is my fun. Sitting here and hating you is my fun. Like I don't like to, and they're I got a joke about it in my act, but the people that go like this are like, and they're real.
Oh, they really in?
They're real. There are people that really do that when you're sitting and they're like, come on. I hate that so much.
So my rule is if someone reels me or otherwise express interest in me being on the dance floor, I go on the dance floor and I dance for the duration of that song and the next song. And then that's enough
That's
dancing for
big.
me. That's like almost 6 minutes of dancing.
That's huge. Yeah, you're doing it. You're actually doing it.
I view dancing like sex. It's fun for 6 minutes and then I get it.
Right. Yeah, I view dancing like sex as well.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of anything. 6 minutes is crazy. 6 minutes is too long.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna think of something.
No, it's okay. We're gonna. Connor's gonna edit. We'll think of something at the end. We'll splice it into that moment.
I'll call in.
Yeah.
I go. You edit it over my mouth from the phone. Oh, dancing is like. All right.
So,
sorry.
Brendan, you don't drink,
No.
and I don't drink. What was your New Year's Eve like?
It was. I just worked. Like I just did stand up and stuff, which
Okay.
is great. I like doing that
Mhm.
because they pay a lot of money, and you get like holiday pay, and I just can work. I don't. But the first time when I quit drinking, it was December 11th. So I was like right in the heat of the first time was so hard. It was like doing Christmas and New Year's without drinking. Doing New Year's without drinking, you're like, what am I doing? What a fucking idiot.
Mhm.
Like, I'm just standing at this party and everyone's like getting hammered and people were like jumping over each other and it was a whole thing. People were getting blackout and I was just like, I almost just went home, So New Year's fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Unless you're working. Why? What do you do?
I wasn't working, but I also don't drink. And I feel like New Year's Eve is the one holiday where it does actually suck to not drink. Because all the other ones, like my relationship with parties, for example, is I go there and then the minute people start getting a little drunk, I leave.
Right.
Because I'm like, they're about to be annoying. So I'm gonna get a good night's sleep, maybe watch a movie, maybe eat a little ice cream. And that's my post-party routine. But at New Year's Eve, you're supposed to people get sad if you leave before midnight.
Right.
So I did my very patented arrive at the party at 11:15, leave the party at 12:15.
That's good. That's good. You stay for an hour. But also, it's also kind of sad when you're at home on New Year's.
You can't,
and you're like, you're just to yourself, 2, 1. Still here. You're just still sitting there like,
You're just looking at the gun on the
table.
table.
You go. Happy New Year, Mom. All right. I love you. Okay. I'll call him. And then you're just calling, hey, Dad. Happy New Year. Okay. I got the money. Whatever. But that's it. That's why it's like when you're doing stand-up, you're like, even then though, when I was, because they'll bring everybody on stage, to be like 10, 9, like that's just not who I am anymore. Kind of curmudgeon-y Ebenezer Scrooge kind of shit that I give off. So I'm on stage just going 10, 9, and then I caught myself and I was like, look, man, they paid for this.
Yeah.
Just fucking act. So then I was like, 7, 6. I immediately turned to Dick Van Dyke. But yeah, New Year's is not my favorite. Christmas is my favorite.
I love Christmas.
Christmas is my shit.
So what was your Christmas like?
Pretty much the same. It was it's just like my family has a little Christmas Eve party and I used to just get fucking blackout. And none of my other family members were drinkers at that point. But the whole thing has changed. Like all of them drink. Like all my cousins are like Gen Z. So when I was drinking, they were kids. And now they're all in their 20s and they're getting fucking hammered. And I'm just like drinking a seltzer or Sprite even. Or like, you drink like a Coke to get like you're like, oh, a little bit of, something, or like, do you drink the non-alcoholic drinks?
No,
beers?
No, I don't drink non-alcoholic beers because then it's just like, all right, I'm just drinking this bread.
Right.
I'm just getting fat for no reason.
Yeah. I'm the same way. Plus, I get this little like Pavlov's dog kind of thing when I drink. If I have like 2 or 3 Heineken Zeros, I start getting like kind of like, woo, kind of like buzzy. And it's definitely like what are those called? Those little sugar pills. Placebos.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, 100%. Yeah, part of, because I, my first few days being sober, I was like, all right, let me drink these non-alcoholic beers. And then I started to feel like, oh, wait, I was addicted to alcohol the whole time.
You're like, oh, I'm not addicted to the flavor of this at all. I was addicted to laying in the street at 2 a.m. and listening to comedy records on the ground, hoping a car doesn't fucking hit me. I remember doing that. One of the last nights I had drinking, I was listening to Rory Scovel's albums while laying in the middle of like Queens Boulevard.
Oh, you were laying in the middle of the street?
Yeah.
Oh, that wasn't a metaphor or an exaggeration. Oh, geez.
No, I literally would do that. Yeah.
And was it like, oh, well, if a car hits me,
it was none of that. There was no suicidal anything. It was just like, I know no cars are coming. Because it was like, it was in the middle of 24th Road, which in Astoria is like kind of cars don't come down there that much at 2, 3 in the morning. And if I felt one, I'd get up. But like, I remember just being like, this is so cool. I'm just like laying in the middle of the road. So dangerous though. I didn't even realize how dangerous it was until I started thinking about it.
There is like now as someone that doesn't drink, if I woke up in a strange place, I'd be like, what the fuck have I done?
Yeah.
Why would I
you're
do
like,
something
did I
so
get
dangerous?
concussed?
Yeah.
Oh man, I feel that way when I get in a car with someone who's been drinking.
Mhm.
Like I don't normally do that, but recently I got into a car with someone who put a couple back, and you just feel like a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
You're like, what is wrong with me? Why did I get in the car with this person? They're like, oh, it's okay. It's all right. I'm literally going like, I can drive. And they're just like, that's fine. You almost hit a person on a bike. And you're just going like, you take it out on yourself. I don't know if you do that, but I do that. I'm like, I take it out. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you that you got yourself into this position again where you can almost die because of this bullshit?
I'm very careful about who I let drive me, and even if they aren't drinking. Like even if the person seems like they're sort of a space cadet, I'm like, there's no way that guy's an attentive driver.
Right. I know. I'm like, if I'm not driving, I feel a lot of like, I'm like constantly having anxiety. You know, the thought of it just all turning off really quickly, that scares the shit out of me.
So I think we're on the same page, except I'm not suicidal, but the idea of like, no more. That doesn't scare me. What scares me is being permanently disabled for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Just shitting into a bag.
I mean, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Yeah. Me too, of course.
Yeah.
I'm scared. I almost said I'm scared of both of them. I'm scared of that. I don't want any like, you know, disabilities or anything like that. You know, even when I'm looking at my phone, I'm like, I could feel a hump happening.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to be that guy walking down the street like that. But I'm scared of it's all just gonna turn off. You know? You just never know when it can happen. Like an aneurysm.
Oh, my buddy had an aneurysm, and now he's alive. He's fine. He talks a little weird. That's it. Yeah. But I'm like, how did you know? He's like, I had a really bad headache. I'm like, fuck, I could never have a headache ever again.
Oh God, I get bad headaches all the time. Oh my God, dude, that sucks.
He came real close. He had an aneurysm and then he had a stroke. And no, I do not know what the difference is. But he got to the hospital and they're like, dude, if you got here an hour later. Wow. Yeah.
Holy shit.
It's and he had to learn how to like use his arm again and shit.
Bro.
Yeah.
Fuck all that. That sucks ass. I just saw Iron Claw. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Dude,
fuck that.
That scene where you know, and this isn't really spoilers because, you know, who cares, but also you could read about all this stuff. But when one of the brothers like goes through toxic shock syndrome and is in a coma and then wakes up and is like, that kid played that role, like that part so perfectly that it made me like, you know what I mean? Like I'm seeing someone who just had a stroke and I'm like, or like whatever. And I'm like, I'm like, you know, I also, whenever I take edibles, but you don't smoke weed anymore. You're sober.
I'm sober. Well, I don't go to AA because I think that, no offense, AA is weird.
Why is it weird?
I don't know. I went to a few meetings when I was already like 10 months clean.
Right.
And I was like, who knows? Maybe this is because I got clean and then I moved to New York and started doing comedy. And weirdly, Brendan, I felt alone. I felt lonely and
because you weren't drinking.
Yeah,
of course.
Isn't that weird? So I was like, why don't I go to the meetings? And who knows? Maybe there's great meetings out there, but the meetings just made me sadder.
Really?
And because I met people and they're like, you just got to come to these all the time. And I'm like, excuse me.
Yeah, right. I'm like, well, I did that too. Like, I don't go to the meetings, but I did a couple of meetings. And actually, the first meeting I ever went to, I was invited by like a friend of mine who's a comedian who's like, you know, like just like a guy that I admired, and then I went into the meeting and it was like a bunch of guys on his level and stuff, and I'm just like a bunch of these guys that I'm like so nervous around normally, and now they're all being vulnerable and talking about like their drinking problem, and when you go to AA, they're like you know, especially the first time, you have to talk. And so I just remember just like not making stuff up, but definitely being a little hyperbolic with like my situation where I'm going like, yeah, well, I'm just happy I didn't hit the bottle today. Like that was never really me. I never like woke up and I was like, I just had like a partying problem. And so, but I just remember being like, yeah, every minute that I'm just trying to stay present, every minute I'm not looking at the bottom of that bottle is a good day for me. And everyone's like, thank you. Thank you. And I'm like, I'm like, fuck that.
You recorded it on your notes app to listen to later. You're like, okay, here's how I could fix it.
Right. I'm like rewriting it. Yeah, I don't really go to the meetings either.
I remember one time I went to a meeting and a lot of people share. I think like everyone but me shared. Like I was like, I'm Bobby, I'm an alcoholic. And then when it got back to me, I was like, nah, that's cool.
It's hard. It's hard to share.
And also like, cause there was like a literal like homeless woman there being like, I'm homeless because of how much I can't stop drinking. And like you, I was like, yeah, I party too much.
Right.
A little too much. Sometimes I make the party uncomfortable.
Right. Yeah. You're going, I wasn't living up to my potential.
Yeah. And she's like, me too. My potential is living inside.
Right. My potential is not drinking mouthwash.
Yeah. And I remember the guy running the meeting, he was like a very good public speaker because some of them are shitty. The way that like I guess if you want to look at it is like the circuit, like some of them just by nature of seniority, like now they run the meeting, but they kind of don't know how to talk in public, and you're just watching somebody struggle with like their first Toastmasters class or whatever. But this guy was very clearly like he could like work a room.
Yeah,
and I mean his story had ups, downs. There were funny parts, and he gets real vulnerable, but he conquers his demons at the end.
Yeah.
And as soon as the meeting ends, he like beelines to the hottest girl that was in the room. And I'm like, this is very fucking
it's
funny.
all the same.
Yeah.
It's all the same. Everybody's doing everything for pussy.
Yeah.
It's funny though. I had a moment where I went to one meeting where a guy talked and it was another comic meeting, but a guy talked for like 20 minutes and told his story and blah, 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 blah. And I saw him, and he's a pretty big comic too, but he's well known. But
he's like a Sagalow or a Sheehan type of
guy. He's well known, so he's not a Sagalow. Sorry, everybody. And I saw him I was on the road, and he was doing a venue nearby, and we were staying at the same hotel, and I saw him in an elevator, and we're in a different state, and I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, this guy has no idea that I was in a meeting with him, like an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting with him.
Oh,
like we didn't know he doesn't know me, but I know him. And I was just like, that's so strange. It's like one of those like worldly strange things.
Yeah. Where it's sort of like, oh, I know a secret about him, but not really.
Yeah,
like he told a room full of people.
Yeah,
but
yeah, exactly.
Feels
it was
like
just
a
so
little
weird that
dirty.
I was like, one time I was in an AA meeting that you were in. If someone in an elevator turned to you and said that, it'd be a very strange moment.
It'd be a strange moment. And also like for comics, it doesn't really matter, but you got to imagine there's like doctors and lawyers and accountants that go to those things.
Right.
So it's like, for us, it's like we're almost encouraged to talk about all the things that are wrong with us.
Yeah.
But there are professions like if you're a fucking neurosurgeon, you kind of do want to keep that a secret from everybody.
Sure. But even in these comedian ones, it was different because it's like none of these people are trying to be funny. Like there's no one exaggerating to a point where you're like, oh, he's making that up for comedic effect. Like it's literally harder because you're like trying to be as vulnerable and as honest as possible. And then, or like not even, you just hear somebody doing that and then someone just goes, Brendan, do you want to say anything? And you're like, it scares the fuck out of me. I'll never go back to one of those things.
I also had a conversation with like an older guy in an AA meeting once. And again, I've been to probably half a dozen meetings, just like giving it a try. And I remember because I was like, how does the higher power thing work if you're an atheist? Because I'm an atheist.
They're so godly in there.
He was like, oh, you could do God, you could do AA without God. It's very simple. You just need a higher power, which is something higher than yourself. And also think about it. How does it make sense? No God. Like he just
It's like, oh yeah, you could totally believe what you think, but think about it.
Yeah.
Do you believe it?
Just because you see something, and also like not to be an asshole, but like he couldn't have I'll have the God debate with somebody, but he just wasn't at the level to even like his argument was like, just because you can't see something doesn't mean it's not there.
Right, which is a point. But I think the atheist argument could have, like, if I were to say that to you, I would just go like, sure, you might not believe in it's. I think God is more like, in this case, a metaphor for yourself, where you're like, I believe in a higher thing in me that, like, you know, I'd probably be bad at it too, but that's kind of the direction I would go in. I'd be like, no, it's not this churchy thing. It's like, you know, and then I would not know what to say, and I go, just get the fuck in there. All right, just pray, for goddamn. What are you gonna do? Go to an open mic? I don't know. Fucking.
I was grasping about how AA people believe in God, and then my friend was like, "Yeah, those fucking retards trying to help people." I'm like, "Yeah, I am being an asshole right now."
Right. But it's also like, there's a part of it that's like, can we just be real though? Like, does God have? I mean, does God have to be in this now? Like, of course, it started off as like a kind of a God thing, but it's like, if we're trying to be the best that we could be, and we're trying to be the most honest. And like, can we just be honest in this situation of like, maybe God doesn't exist in that way? You know, it doesn't really help to be like, you know, we gotta be present. We gotta be honest with ourselves. And also, God is a big man in the sky who will send you to hell if he doesn't like what you're doing. And we'll meet every Tuesday. You know, it doesn't feel
I've heard some people say like they get real creative with the acronyms. They go, so God is good, orderly direction.
Okay.
And then you're like, okay, like if your higher power is just like not being like a mess and a lunatic, which is what I was when I drank. So I'm like, okay, I could get that.
So when you came to New York and you were doing stand-up, you didn't party?
No, I quit drinking and then started doing stand-up.
And where are you from?
Upstate New York, so like 2 hours from here.
Oh, okay. You quit drinking and then started stand-up. Wow. So did you go to like the parties and stuff? Like,
no, I think one of the reasons why I was like more lonely than I otherwise needed to be was because I didn't party or anything. So I would go to mics, and then I would be, you guys aren't going to believe this, but I was very bad when I started. So I don't
believe that.
I was pretty bad for a while. And then I would, so then no one wants to talk to you afterwards because it's almost like, all right, let's keep this guy.
Right. And then in all the spaces where you would normally be networking or getting to know people, you know, all they're doing is getting more and more drunk. And you're like, I got to go. I can't be here.
So I do think that for a while, I think for my first full year, I was very lonely until I met people that are now my good friends.
Yeah.
I think that's really what I needed, is like friends whose lives didn't revolve around drinking. You know what I mean? And that took me a long time to find.
Oh yeah. I was just talking about this with a buddy last night, where like our lives, it's like the way we handled drinking was like a competition. It wasn't even a competition. It was just like sports. Sorry.
Bless you.
Sorry. I'm allergic to bullshit.
Hell yeah, dude. Connor, can we bleep that out, please?
Am I not allowed to curse?
You are. I was just being a goose.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like I don't even think I can drink like an adult now, where you go like, okay, I'm just gonna have one little thing of scotch. It's always like, I'm gonna finish everything as fast as possible and see how fucked up I can get, and just see where this night fucking goes. Like, that's the way we would look at drinking, which is so not healthy.
I started to realize that maybe I had a problem, not when I was like blacking out, because I was like blacking out in college, and I'm like, that's what you were supposed to do, even though most people weren't doing that. Right. Most people are like, that is what's traumatic's too strong of a word, but when you stop drinking and then you're like, all right, I'm gonna be the sober person at the party, and then you go to a party and everybody's fine. And you're like, fuck, how many places was I blackout drunk?
I've never gone to a party where people were fine.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've never been at a party. I've never like been around people where if they're drinking, they at least get, drunks can be really annoying to me. So even if you have like 2 or 3 and you're kind of like this, like, what's going on? Yeah, I got a little buzz. I'm still like, ugh, get the fuck away from me, annoying. You know.
It is annoying. One time I went on a date. Oh, I'm sorry. So the part where I realized I had a problem was when I was in a situation where I had to drive. And so I was like, okay, don't get drunk. But I was like, I could have a beer. And I had a beer. And then the rest of the social outing, I was just annoyed.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I
right.
was like, I want
Right.
more.
Right.
So when people are like, can you just have one or two? I'm like, maybe. But then I would just be annoyed for the rest of the night.
Right. What is even the point
Yeah.
in having one or two?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like one thing of wine after.
Wine
You, like
sucks.
I romanticize going home after work or whatever, or after a long day or spots all night or whatever. And having one little thing of wine while enjoying a movie, maybe. But it's never one thing of wine. It becomes, you finish the whole fucking bottle.
Yeah.
And because I'm like, well, I love a wine drunk. I love being what wine gives to you, which is like this fucking lightheaded kind of whatever. So I'm like, I'm finishing the whole, not even bottle. I'm finishing this bag that I got from a box because it was cheaper.
Yeah. Brendan Sagalow, the house husband.
Yeah.
Just worried that your husband is not going to come home alive from his night shift as a.
Where were you? Where were you all night? You're supposed to be asleep. I can't sleep with you out there. Being whatever it is he does.
Oh, I thought he was a cop. I just
you're a cop.
Uh-huh.
I know I'm a cop. And you're drunk. You're drunk. I love you. I love you too. Just, you scare me and the kids. Mom, go back to bed. Look what you did. Whoa, we just made up.
I'm curious how long this could go on.
It could go on for a long time. I do that a lot. It could go on till it goes on and on and on. It even goes past when I'm laughing.
Yeah.
Like I'll laugh at something and then I'll just jump right back into it. Anyway, whatever. Oh, but you were saying you were out on a date with a girl.
I was on a date with a girl, but you reminded me because you said people get annoying when they're drunk.
Yeah.
And I forget how fast women get drunk because women get drunk faster.
They sure do.
And they
Good for them.
good for them. You know what, guys? Let's give it up for the girls.
Hey, one more time for the ladies.
So my friend Mark Henley, friend of the podcast, he tells a joke that's like a little like it can make the women maybe sad. So he prefaces it with going, "I think women are beautiful, folks. Let's all give it up for the girls." He makes everyone in the room clap for the girls.
Yeah.
And I think that is genius.
It's smart. It's
funny and condescending at the same time.
yeah. Let's give it up for the girls.
But anyway, I told my friend that this happened afterwards. He's like, "How did you not see where this is going?" But she had 3 glasses of wine.
Okay.
I'm from like an Irish Catholic family. I'm like, my mom can drink 3 glasses.
3 glasses of wine ain't that much. 3 glasses of wine is when it starts getting kind of.
3 glasses of wine made her kind of be like this.
Ooh, I hate it. That's a
like,
perfect impression, and I hate it, dude. Just 3 glasses of wine. She's like, was she like suspicious of you?
Yes, that's the thing is we were having a nice time. And
Wow.
she, 3 glasses of wine, and then she more than one time. What is that supposed to mean?
Wow, dude, red flag immediately.
Dude, that was honestly like it was. It's funny now because it was going from so good to so bad in one night.
Yeah.
So she had 3 glasses of wine, and then she's like, "Let's go to a bar." And I was like, "Okay." I should have just said like, "No, let's hang out another time." Because already, like, I'm completely sober. She's getting kind of drunk. We're not having sex.
Right.
So, but I'm like,
now, why aren't you having sex? I think I get what you're saying, but why don't you really spell it out?
if she's even like a little tipsy, I won't have sex with her.
Wow.
Unless it's my girlfriend. Like if we're in a committed relationship, that's kind of different. But if it's a new thing, we're not. Even if there's a little bit of a change in her voice, I'm not.
Why? Because are you afraid that it's going to be like took advantage kind of situation, or are you like, it makes me sick to think about you're drunk, I'm not. Sucks.
It's more the latter. Like, you know how you were saying that it makes you annoyed?
Yeah.
Like it makes me annoyed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's no way you're getting turned on, especially when someone's got wine breath and all that stuff. So I get it.
Yeah.
I just wanted to know
It's dude, she I'll keep the story short. I ended up
Why?
having
Make it long.
okay, it got weird because we were at a bar and she like kept drinking. And
what
then,
was she having at the bar?
Oh, something.
This is New York City?
This was New York City.
Do you remember what bar you went to?
It was a karaoke bar in Alphabet City.
Oh.
It wasn't my choice.
Oh. Dude, this sucks. Okay, so and then how many you don't remember what drink she was drinking?
But it was a mixed drink for sure. I want to say gin. I don't. Yeah. Yeah. And
dude.
It was one of those things where I was like,
mixing gin with anything is like the most annoying person you can become.
I don't know. I couldn't. It was one of those things where I'm like, I know this is going poorly for me, but I don't know how to stop it. I don't know how to change it.
So okay, so you're at the bar, and what's your vibe? You're a little pissed off. You got to be a little pissed off, a little ticked off. Annoyed, but you're trying to keep spirits up. Am I hitting the nose here?
Yes, 100%.
You're trying to keep spirits up. You're going, I kind of like this girl. This is annoying the shit out of me. But let me just get through with this. I'll be a nice guy and let's just see where this night goes. Maybe I can get over this.
Yes.
I'm the same fucking way, dude. I'm the same way. I would have done the same thing. Okay, so you guys are at the bar. She's putting them back.
I'm sitting there with my polo shirt. I don't know why that makes that funnier.
What color polo?
Because it was green. It was dark green. Dark green and
good.
jeans, so like business casual.
Yeah, you look good.
I look really good, honestly.
Especially with your hair.
Especially
dark green and your hair, it looks good.
And my mom bought me this purple sweatshirt because she says purple makes my eyes pop. But
all right. All right. Let's go.
So she's like, we're gonna do a song together, and I'm like, I kind of don't have the energy to do.
Oh my God. So she wants to she's putting these gins back. She wants to do a song. What song does she want to do?
I don't think we did a song together.
Oh, okay. But she didn't tell you what song she wanted to do anyway.
No, I'm trying to remember. I think she did do a song. I think she did a song by herself, and there wasn't a lot of people there. So she's like doing the song in a sexy way, like to me. And I'm just sitting there like this.
Oh my God, dude, that sucks. And now is she before this, is there any point in the night where she's like kind of hitting on you now? You know, like she's touching your arm. She's going like, oh, you know, you're cute when you're blah, you know,
the thing is that we were already, because this is our second date. We had a very good first date. First date, we were like making out and stuff, right? And then
the coffee shop.
No, I think I mentioned a coffee date earlier.
Oh, okay.
But no, I did my Mexican restaurant bar combo that I like to do on a first date.
You have a regimen?
Mexican restaurant because it's like it's a regimen.
Regimen. You have a regimen.
Okay. But yeah, so first date we were kind of like we were doing some heavy petting, Brendan.
On the first date.
I
like that. And you're sober. You're both sober at the time.
Dude, I'll be naked in front of a new person right away. Stone sober. I don't care. I'm ready to party.
You guys were like laying in bed together and stuff?
No. We were like made out at a bar. I was being a little facetious. When
okay. But heavy petting. That's real. Okay.
So we met up at the restaurant. We were waiting for a table. We were sort of like kissing and stuff like that. So there's already that vibe there.
Great.
Right. And
awesome.
I think, here's what I think happened. I think at dinner, she's like, I'm going to fuck this guy. But also she was like, but I don't want to be the type of person that fucks someone right after dinner. So we got to get drinks. But also I can't handle my alcohol.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Well, I don't get that first part of the I'm not going to fuck someone right after dinner. I mean, I guess I get it because you're lethargic, right? Or something? Like,
No.
Like full of food?
I think women tell themselves a story. If there's any women that ever listen, please tell me if I'm right or wrong. But I think each woman has an amount of time that they'll let go by before they fuck a guy. Some of them don't. I think some of them are like, I'll fuck a guy right away. But I think some of them are like first date, second date, and it might even get.
I think you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Really?
I think everybody's different. And
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying all women have a certain point where they're like, I can't fuck this guy until this.
Okay, yeah, I get that.
So some of them are like until a date.
Right.
Until the second date, until the third date. But I think some get even more particular than that.
So, okay.
Like, I do think that part of this woman's process could be like, I'll fuck this guy, but not right after dinner. Not at 8 p.m.
Right. We're going to have a big date. We're going to have a really fun night tonight. We're going to go back to one of our places, and then we're going to fuck.
Yes.
Got it. Got it.
But not before she sings, oh, I remember it now. Hit me, baby, one more time.
Okay. That would have been, honestly, if she was sober and she was doing that, that would have kind of made me like turned on. That would have turned me on a little bit. If she was going and getting into it and like joking around, that would have turned me on. But her being drunk is like, oh God.
So I did.
Baby. She's doing that to you?
It's almost a perfect impression.
Just fucking hammered. Okay, so she finishes the song. She struts back over to you.
Dude, and then I keep telling her, I'm like, hey, after this drink, let's get out of here.
Right.
And not like, let's get out of here and fuck. I'm like, let's
get out of here.
Let's
I'll
go.
call you tomorrow.
Yes. And she's like, okay. And I don't know if she's like wants to prolong the night or she kept forgetting this, but every time she came back, she had a new drink.
Oh, that's so annoying.
But also, she moves from sloppy drunk to like blackout drunk. And then as a man, I'm like, it is my responsibility to make sure she gets home safe.
Yeah, now.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
You're like, damn it. We were at a point where I could just put you in a cab and bring you home. Now I have to like make sure you're in that bed. That's crazy.
Yeah. So I had to carry her into an Uber. Carry her from the Uber.
Is she like in the Uber? Is she like, what's she doing in the Uber, dude? Is she like puking and stuff? Is she doing anything that's like,
the whole time
where the
I'm
driver's
like,
is she okay?
Dude, to a T, this poor African guy, he was like, the way he looked at me was like, in my country, we would never put up with this. That was the look he gave me.
Wow. That's so funny.
And I mean,
Is she leaning on you now? Is she like,
which was very nice, but
right. Where she gets to at least like, you go, okay, you're sleeping, hand over.
Yeah.
You're going the whole time you're going, this sucks. Did you immediately have like the ick? Are you like, I'm never calling this woman again?
100%. Well,
ooh,
I had
trembling. It's my blood is trembling. This is such a cringy story. I love this.
So I definitely had the ick. But where I moved past the ick to, because when I get the ick is real, but I always feel bad when I get it. I think that's what the ick is where you're like, I'm unattracted to this person for no tangible reason. Like I'm just kind of being a jerk off. You know what I mean? But then
no, that's you. That you're because I'm the same way. You're putting your feelings second in that situation because you're going, oh, she just did something that I don't want to tolerate emotionally. And I just don't like. It turns me off. But I don't want to seem like I don't want to be mean to her. So I'm going to see her. Maybe I can get past this. I'm the same fucking way, dude. It's called I forgot what it's called. But yeah, no, you're seeing something that you're like, I don't want to tolerate that. But instead you're going like, but I guess I will.
Yeah. Because it is what I deserve.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Yeah, you go, and I'll never deserve real love. So of course I'll put up with this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm the same fucking way, dude.
You nailed it, dude. And she didn't puke in the Uber, thank God. But I did have to bring her back to the apartment. And she's, by the way, this entire time, she's segueing from like, you're just so lovely. Like, you're just such a nice man. I'm so lucky that we're going out to be like, to her being like, so who do you think you're like, Mr. Cool or whatever?
Oh, that sucks. It sucks because she's trying to flirt. But she's like, but it's like, dude, I'm not on the same level here. Like, you're not doing well right now.
So I bring her to the elevator. It's me, her in an elevator, and then two girls in the elevator.
Do they come in and go, she okay?
Yeah. Oh, that's another element of the whole time I'm taking care of her. People are looking at me like, is that guy a predator?
Of course.
Is that guy, what is that guy going to do?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm fucking doing the right thing.
Yeah. You have no idea. Everybody's looking at you like you're fucking Jeffrey Dahmer.
So we're in the elevator together and I'm like, hey, do you know what floor do you get off at? Do you know?
Oh, dude, that sucks when you're like, okay, we're so close, and they're like, I don't know what floor I'm on. And you're like, just think about it. We're in the building. We're in the building. What fucking floor are you on?
So I'm basically saying that in a nice way. I'm like, all right, well, like, let's figure out where we're going.
Yeah.
And
Does she have a door person?
no door person. It's one of
Okay.
those like luxury hotels somewhere in New York City. I almost said the exact borough, which probably would have been a bad idea.
I mean, you've been pretty specific. If she doesn't know you're talking about her now.
I doubt she's listening. But
Yeah, she's dead of alcohol.
You're way ahead of me because okay.
What? What do you mean?
She's not dead. She's not dead.
Okay, so we're getting off track. You're in the building, luxury building in the Bronx, I'm
In
assuming.
the luxury building in the Bronx.
Luxury
there's a bunch
building
of
in the
those.
Bronx. She's fucking hammered. You get in the elevator. Two other girls walk in. And what happens?
So they
And
kind of
she's leaning on you. Sorry, I didn't mean
no at this point she's like mad. She's segueing. She's moving between being infatuated with me and being mad at me.
And the
Based on no cues that I'm giving, by the way.
and the being mad at you is real, or
I
is it a
think-
flirt?
Yes. No. Well, here's where you'll know it's not flirting, because she gives me a nice little backhand to the chest in the elevator.
Ooh,
Yes.
that could be flirting though.
No, it was not.
Well, she was just like,
Yeah. Mhm.
Jesus Christ! Oh my God!
This is one of those stories where if the genders were reversed, I would be on Oprah right now. But because I'm a man, it's funny.
right. Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah.
So okay, so then she gives you a little thing. The two girls walk in. What do these girls say to you?
Oh, so after they don't say it, they're sort of like bemused and trying not to look at us, and then she hits me, and then that gets
the chest thing.
She does the chest thing to me, and those two girls look up and they look at me like concern, and then
For you?
for me. I think it
Like
was clear
concerned
who was,
for you.
Concerned for me.
Oh,
I
okay.
think.
Whoa.
And then because I think I said something like, "Please don't do that," and
Oh my God! What the fuck, dude? That's hilarious. You said that in front of those two girls.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
please don't, because I'm
please don't do that.
because I
So,
wasn't.
yeah, and then what, pussy? And then what? What are you gonna do, huh, pussy? These chicks, you guys want to fuck this fucking leprechaun? I don't think so. You should have seen him dance. I mean, it's crazy.
So she said all of that with her eyes, basically. The girls look at me and go, one of them goes, "It's a late night." And I'm
Oh,
like,
what the fuck?
Yeah, it's a late night. So
What
you can
does
just
that mean?
hit the redheaded boy whenever you want. If it's
Yeah.
late, if it's past 2 a.m., take a shot.
Right. Yeah. Jesus Christ. So they were taking her side, or they were just like late night.
I think they were like, "Hey, don't retaliate."
Right. You're going,
Which I wasn't thinking about Ray Reisinger.
Right. Okay. So, and then what happened?
I take her to the door of her apartment.
Does she have a roommate?
She doesn't have a room. Oh, that's the other thing. I said, "Do you have a roommate?" And she went, "Oh yeah, I have a roommate because I can't afford my own apartment." And I was like, "I have a roommate."
Oh my
What do you
God.
do?
Yeah, we're in New York City. Also, you fucking idiot. Jesus
I think she might have come
Christ,
for money.
Man. Well,
Um,
yeah, that's insecurity. man.
So she passes out in front of the door.
Ooh.
And then I'm looking through her purse, and she has like a janitor's amount of keys. So she just by the way, multiple people came out of out of the elevator and just was like, "I hope this is the right thing."
Right. Oh my God.
So I'm going through each fucking key.
And she's just passed out
She's
now.
100% passed out, dude.
She's not saying anything or
No,
doing anything.
she's
She's just
out.
like Woody from Toy Story
What-
up against the door. Jesus Christ.
So I get the key. I open the door. I bring her inside. I
She
lay
got
her
any
on.
pets or anything like that?
She had a cat.
Okay.
And the cat's looking at me like, "Yeah, I've been
It's
through
like,
this
someone's got to
before."
feed me. Okay. Or I will eat this person. Yeah.
So I lay her on the bed. I leave.
Good
I
for
close
you.
the door behind me. I laugh at how sad my life is, and then I get a few as I'm laughing and finding the humor in the situation. I go, I should have laid her on her side.
Oh man, I wouldn't have even thought of that, dude. I would have done what you've done, which is just go bleh, and have her fucking fall. And you go, okay, goodbye forever. Should have just wrote that on her forehead. Goodbye forever.
Where I had some amount of empathy for her the whole time because I've been a drunk lunatic,
of course.
Too.
I've been in that situation. I haven't been in the situation where I'm too drunk on a date, like on like someone that's like brand new.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been that drunk before in front of someone that's like brand new. I'm usually on my best behavior.
Where I felt like I'm like, okay, I think she knows what's up because she texted me the next day and she's like, I'm sorry for getting too drunk. I don't remember a lot of the evening, but I know that I'm usually a fun drunk, so I'm sure it was fine.
Ooh. Oh man, the lack of responsibility taken. Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
But also, you know what that was? It was her being like, was I a fun drunk last night?
Right. Maybe she was like kind of being nervously flirting with you and everything. Yeah. I mean, she had me back at I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. There's kind of like, okay, well, I've been there. Let's try and this is a whole other conversation where I'm going to go, yeah, I don't drink. So it's kind of like, whatever. So maybe next date we go to fucking laser light show or something like that, But dude, being like, so I'm sure it wasn't so bad because I'm so fun. What did you say? Where you're like, actually, you weren't fun at all. You made it a complete nightmare. What did you say?
I thought
you definitely went LOL. You definitely started LOL. So fun, but I do have to ask while you're putting aloe on your chest. I do have to ask. I have to set up an emotional standard. My therapist says for myself, so please don't get that way.
She was very hot, so I'm very proud of what I did, which is I texted her, "It's fine, but I don't think we're compatible."
Good for you, bro.
Yeah, but I had to jerk off before I sent that message.
Of course, of course, yeah. Good for you, man.
That's part of growing up is that sometimes you got to jack off before you make important decisions.
Right. Yeah. I don't think I would have been able to do that. Good for you though, dude. That's huge.
Yeah.
That is the emotional standard you're setting for yourself. You're going, I'm not going to tolerate this. Mm-hmm. I am not going to tolerate that in my life. Mm-hmm. Goodbye.
Mm-hmm. She was very hot though.
I know. I probably would have.
I mean, I'm sure people figured that out from the story. Like, okay, this woman is out of Bobby's league.
No, it didn't sound like that at all. And also, you're a very good looking guy. You know what I mean?
I paid him to say that, folks.
I could, I didn't picture anybody specifically in my head. I pictured maybe if I'm thinking about it now, black hair. We're already wrong. Blonde? Wow. And what did she do for work? Or was she a comic?
I don't know. She wasn't. And I don't know if I want to completely dox her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Plus, I'm talking so much about myself, Brennan. I didn't even ask you, are you a morning person or a night person?
Oh, yeah, that's the show, right?
It's the show.
What do we have?
We have 5 minutes left, so I figured I'd ask you.
Am I a morning person or a night person? I'm a night person for sure. I like I like the morning when I can get up and I can get my day started, but I can never get up. And when I do, I'm depressed. I don't wake up. I don't wake up in a good mood. I don't wake up like let's suck today's dick. I wake up and I'm like another one. Like I'm like
DJ Khaled, but the depressed one.
What?
DJ Khaled, but depressed.
Yeah,
another
one. Yeah. We're the best. I say it sarcastically. We're the best. No, but I love the nights. But I also in the morning when if I have to get up. Like I got to go to the airport or I got to go to like jury duty or something and I'm up. I love it. I love being up as early as possible because you're like, yes, I have so much time in today. I can do a bunch of shit and then I'll feel good about myself. But, lately I've been waking up like, what's the fucking point? Snooze. So catch me in spring and ask me that same question.
Yeah. Are you affected by the weather?
I guess fucking so. No, I'm affected by interpersonal problems in my life, but it's worse when it's cold out.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if my life was going good or whatever. Like if I was happy with everything that was happening in my life, the weather wouldn't have that. I'd be like, I'm so cold, I don't want to go out.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll stay in, because I can, and I won't feel bad about it. But now I'm like, if I stay in, I'll fucking wrap my mouth around a fucking, car exhaust or something in the parking lot and just.
Which isn't even a way to kill yourself, but you just have really bad breath.
Can you not kill yourself that way?
I don't think so, because I think there's that whole thing of like you start the car in the garage.
Yeah.
This is for entertainment purposes. If you guys are feeling suicidal. Yeah. Oh, maybe. I don't know. I had that morbid curiosity one time where I went on Google Incognito and then I went like suicide methods.
Oh, Jesus.
You know what I mean? No, but I'm like not feeling suicidal. I was just like, what, out of morbid curiosity, what's the best way to do it?
Right.
And but
Garage. The
Google
garage
tells
way, right?
you like 1,000 times, like, don't do it. Here's the suicide. Like you can't even find the information anymore.
Right.
What I would never do, well, I would never kill myself, but if I did, like that OJ book, the gun, dude, so many people just blow their jaw off. And now
and don't die.
If you thought you were depressed before, try a life with no jaw.
Right. That's literally, if you didn't believe in God, that's God being like, yeah, I don't believe in God, but or whatever. I don't know what I believe in. But I actually saw on TikTok yesterday, some guy, like, he made a joke about it where he was like, every time I walk into a party, he's like, I tried to shoot myself. Oh, my face? Yeah, I tried to shoot myself. Like, and his jaw is like Daffy Ducked, like all the way around. Because he tried to fucking with a gun, like go like this or something. And,
Oh yeah.
And you don't die. If you don't die, you're fucked.
I was learned this recently that most people that commit suicide are under the influence. So which I think makes like a bunch of sense.
Of course, yeah.
Because I think that we think of, I think the reason there was a YouTube video of a therapist talking about rational suicide in quotes. And his whole thing was 90% of people that survive suicide are happy that they're still alive. And I think something crazy like 80% of people that complete suicide were intoxicated. So it's this idea that some people come to this rational conclusion is basically, it's a fairy tale. Like, it's non-existent.
What do you mean that they're like soberly like, I'm going to kill myself?
Like existentially, they're like, well, if you think about it, life has no inherent meaning. And,
right. It doesn't seem like, it's like they get all drugged up and then they need to take away the pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta, it's sad. It's like, you gotta think about how much fucking pain you gotta be in to do that shit. Like, I don't know. I'm scared of like the future, but I kind of want to see how this turns out. But I'm privileged to be able to say that because I don't have any like inherent constant pain that's happening. Like, I don't, some people just have that where they're like, I'm always in this emotional fucking pain and it needs to go away. So I'm very glad that I don't have shit like that where it's like this like fucking depression that won't go away, So I can say I'm going to see how this fucking turns out.
That's how I feel too. Yeah. At my lowest points, I'm like, it might get better or it might get interesting.
Right. Right. And also it's like, okay, let me just be sad for a little bit. Like, I'll just be sad for a little bit. I'll listen to sad songs. I'll maybe get some material out of this, It is what it is. Like, yeah, I'm the same way.
So, Brendan, if people are struggling with suicidal thoughts and they need to DM someone for help,
don't DM me.
No, don't DM.
You can DM me if you need help. I might not answer though. I might put you on restrict.
Or vanish mode.
Yeah,
I've been putting people on. If you're DMing with me and I've ever put you on vanish mode, it was by mistake.
Oh yeah, always by mistake.
I'm such a fucking boomer, dude. I do shit like that all the time. Like,
I'm a big restrictor. I restrict people all the time.
Oh, like the haters?
No, haters get blocked.
Ooh, shit.
But I'll restrict you if like I don't know you and you're like talking to me every day.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's like I'm just like, I don't want you to see that I'm seeing this.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Well, I don't want people to be like, oh, you saw it. and he didn't fucking answer me. Like, that's how much of a people pleaser I am, where I'm like, I don't want these strangers to think I'm ignoring them.
Guys, so if you DM Brendan Sagalow on Instagram and he doesn't answer, know that it is racking him with guilt still. So you, in that sense, you still have power over him.
Yes. And just know, if I didn't answer and it doesn't say seen, I still probably saw it.
So yeah, that's how it ends, is we both kill each other. So Brendan Sagalow on Instagram.
Yeah.
Anything else you want people to check out?
YouTube/Brendan Sagalow. I got a special coming out, so it'll go on there, and it'll be good, hopefully. And that's it. And twitch.tv/sags2riches.
Sags to riches. Hell yeah, guys. Thanks for joining. And remember, early to bed, early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. I'm just playing night owls. You know I love you.
Thank you.